November 30th, the 334th day of the year. We're drawing near to the end of 2018. Are you happy with the way it turned out? Do you wish you took different decisions? Any regrets? Maybe mistakes you would like to correct? Relationships you would like to mend? Don't worry, you have 31 days to make that change. I am Apita Sibidi and I'm coming to you live from digital address GA0992539 in Kukumemle, Accra, on DSTV channel 421 and Gold TV channel 144. Our social media handles for Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, we're at JoyNews on TV. Send us a WhatsApp on our number. We're 055-815-7074. This is JoyNews Interactive. Now, the RTI Media Coalition has been relentless in its effort to get the bill passed into law despite seeming setbacks even from some members of Parliament. One of its leaders, Elvis Darko, was arrested by the police on November 15th on the premises of Parliament for unlawful picketing. Now, Mr. Darko and the coalition had gone to Parliament to picket as part of moves to mount pressure on Parliament to pass the Right to Information Bill ahead of the presentation of the 2019 budget by Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Well, this action seems not to have deterred the coalition, which has declared today Red Friday to mount more pressure on the legislature to pass the bill into law. Now, the hashtag RTI Red Friday has been making the rounds on social media. Let's see what you have been saying on Twitter. Now, I'm going to start with this one. Is from Adubia, who says the RTI bill will ensure access to relevant information by every citizen. I believe this will ensure accountability and transparency whilst reducing the incidence of corruption across all levels of governance structure. Hashtag RTI Red Friday mode activated. As you can see, she's in her red, ready to support hashtag RTI Red Friday. This one is from @IfWeKnowYouKnow. And they say, let's see if we can get that tweet. Openness is fundamental to the political health of a modern state. Hashtag RTI Red Friday, hashtag Occupy Ghana, hashtag pass the RTI bill now. This one is from @Mike Ohinifa, who says, it's finally here. I'm with. Join the movement to get the RTI bill passed. Hashtag RTI Red Friday. And here's an image he posted. Hashtag RTI Red Friday, because every Ghanaian must have access to information. This one is from @Fono from C, who says hashtag RTI Red Friday. RTI bill, RTI law empowers every citizen. Hashtag pass credible RTI bill now. This one is from @MC_Mafando, who says, I need a red top. Hashtag RTI Red Friday. We'll be reading some more of your tweets. This one is from @FKoku, who says, it has been 22 years since the first Right to Information Bill was drafted under the auspices of the Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA, and 16 years since the executive arm of government in 2002 drafted the first RTI bill. Wear your voice, hashtag RTI Red Friday. A total of 420,000 Ghana cedis is how much you need to contest the upcoming flag bearership race of the NDC. Now, 20,000 cedis for the nomination form and 400,000 cedis as filing form. Now, some members of the party are already agitating over what they describe as the monetization of the contest. Before we get your thoughts on this, let's hear what NDC General Secretary Asedi Ketia had to say.
Please, how much is too much? Can you tell us how much is too much? Nobody knows. What are you comparing with? So far, the questioner doesn't appear to give us the comparison. But let me tell you, when we say that there are hardship, it means cost of living is high. But somebody must pay the cost of running the elections. Who is going to pay? I have not declared to be a presidential candidate. So those who have declared to be presidential candidates must pay the cost. Yes. Yes. So, and if you compare these monies against the cost of organizing the activity we are talking about, you see that the party will still have to raise money to supplement whatever will be accruing from these filing fees. So I don't see how anybody can say that it is. If you want to compare us to MPP 3 years ago were charging 500,000. We were all with you here in this country. Did you complain? And 3 years on, we are charging 400. And you still say ours is too high. In fact, when we talk about social democracy, it is not equivalent to poverty. You see, many people have some wrong understanding of what social democracy is all about. Social democracy is not poverty. Social democracy means that the market must work. The productive forces in the economy must be released to achieve their potential.
A stating Kitia there. Now let's see what people on the streets of Accra have been saying.
It amounts to monetization of our democracy. And I also see it as kind of rough tactics, so that if you're unable to bring, maybe they have some particular people that they want them to be their flag bearers. So if you're unable to raise that money, though, through their filing fees and the nomination fee, they'll use that to eliminate you. Someone like Atubiga, definitely, I don't see him, being able to raise that amount to contest.
It's too expensive. I mean, it should be moderate, so that everybody can be able to have access to contests based on the monetary aspect. If it's too expensive, how can a poor person contest for such?
NDC is trying to tell us that when they come to power, they are just going to steal from us. 4.2 billion is no joke. If one person can raise 4.2 billion just to be the flag bearer of NDC, then when that person wins, automatically we are all going to, repay him back in our own small way. So it's so outrageous.
Of course, it is. But according to NDC, they are saying the living condition in the country is very hard. So if they are charging so much for their flag bearership, that means the country is easy to stay in. They are telling us, according to what the money they have charged concerning their flag bearership, that means the country is safe to stay in.
You've also been reacting to this on our Facebook page, Joy News on TV. Let me take a few of your comments. We're going to start with Dixon, who says, elimination by rough tactics. And he got 30 reactions to that comment. At Owusu Ansa says, this is actually not a smart move. If it's possible, this decision has to be reviewed. To set such an amount and say, if some people are pretending, you pretend with their money, okay. Other aspirants would get the exposure, which is good for continuity of the party, people perception of the party being out there to make money to win elections, rather than get competing ideas to tackle the many challenges of our dear nation. Mahama will win anyways. Just give people the opportunity to express their views. That's key for 2020. Hope someone is reading. And yes, Owusu Ansah, I am reading. And thank you so much for your comment on our Facebook page. Let's see if we can get more comments on that. Adam Kasim says, whoever pays this filing fee needs to be investigated thoroughly into his or her source of funding. If you people have such an amount of money reserved while ordinary citizens are suffering, then you people are profoundly greedy and you deserve no trust from ordinary citizens, because it appears like you guys come to steal state's money and not to serve the country. Entriado says, this is the reason politics can help Ghana to develop, because before one can become a president, they have borrowed so much that they will be doing the will of finances, not the will of the people. Let's stop this money politics. Agnes comes into comment and says, so Mahama Camp has contributed to pay on his behalf just to scare away the rest. I said in Ketia, your position in the party isn't a family property. Akwesi Frimpong says, money currency and NDC presidential election. Mr. Rawlings, here is your stone. And Peter Nanaya Bidako says, why does one need to pay such a huge sum in order to serve one's country? Then what happens? They get in government and start to recoup their investments rights. Joseph Krumper says, the money is even small, cra. And Sisi Kole says, don't we have policy and regulations to guide situations like this? What's the EC doing to avoid situations as this? Ghana sits up. And this one is from Mensa Sissel, who says, General 1 is the best decision so far. Presidency is a serious business and we need serious-minded people. Any idiot can go to court, but everyone can contest as a president. And Richard Asari says, and they call themselves social democrats. Haha. 420,000. No wonder Ghanaians are suffering. Create, loot, and share. Before we take a break, let's look at something we were discussing yesterday. And it is a tweet by comedian Waris. Let's see if we can get that tweet up. But it's about Titi, Sarkodie's 2-year-old daughter. Okay, so here's the tweet. As comedian Waris says, Sarkodie's daughter is becoming ripe. Very soon, we people will tear and eat, with laughing emojis. Now, that tweet sent social media on fire, but he apologized personally through his apology, though his apology was not really accepted. Then he had some friends jump into his defense. Michael Osu-Afriya, popularly called as Teacher Kojo, and is one of them. While his seeming support has landed him in trouble with the feminist group Pepper Dem Ministries. Now, the group says it is appalled that rape-filled jokes are made in the name of comedy. So they're really okay. So this is Michael Usu's Facebook comments, and he's saying that the most beautiful girl in the school is in JHS1 and she no get breast self. I want to do something too. Please, those with rape techniques, how do I start it? So this is one of the comments that has gotten social media talking. I'm just going to read it for the last time. The most beautiful girl in the school is in JHS1 and she no get breast self. I want to do something too. Please, those with rape techniques in capital letters, how do I start it? Now, this comment just made social media go crazy, and the Pepper Dem Ministries released a news release from the group. And what we have witnessed on social media, the news release states, the past 48 hours reveals the disturbing trend of sexual objectification of girls and women rape jokes, body shaming, and the enabling of rape apologists. It is even more worrying that the very vulnerable class in our society isn't spared. Children and young students are such easy targets for such behaviors. Now, the group has this to say about teacher Kojo. Now, as you can see, this is the comment he posted, and then this is what Pepperdine Ministries had to say. For a teacher who is in charge of young, underage, and teenage girls, these posts cannot be taken lightly. His mindset is not only toxic, but his confidence to express these thoughts publicly on social media, coupled with his sizable social media following, pose a huge threat into affirming these already dominant narratives on Ghana's rape culture. Let's speak to Efia Plunge, and she's member of the Pepperdine Ministries. Good morning. Hi. Good morning.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, all right. Okay, so you released a news release, and it says what we have witnessed on social media past 48 hours reveals a disturbing trend of sexual objectification. I mean, how do we respond to such comments?
I think that you begin from rage, because we need to be angry as a society that a teacher who handles young students can get the courage, confidence to come on social media, say these things, and still wake up the next morning and have his job. We need to be angered as a society, because it shows you how pervasive the issue of rape, that people can make jokes about it and still walk freely. On people who handle young students, young female students. This is dangerous.
How do we address this situation? He deals with young girls every day. How do we move forward? Do we take him out? What are your suggestions into just curbing this?
Well, first of all, we've done the first, which was drawing attention, because he has a huge following. And all this while, people see things that people don't take him on. You have a particular post, you can have 150 people laughing and endorsing the joke. So first of all, the first step was to get people to see the error, the danger, the toxicity in his actions. The second step was to contact the relevant stakeholders, for instance, the media. So we've released the first statement documenting our disgust at his actions, and then also educating the public on why exactly his actions should not be condoned. Sorry. We in the statement, first of all, draw the attention to a series of posts. It's not just one, not just two. And people like to make the argument that, oh, he made this post in 2016, but there's recent evidence in 2018 showing that this is who he is. This is the habit he is. He likes to tag himself as Christian, and obviously his comedy is strung around women's body shaming, slut shaming, victim blaming, and rape jokes tend to rape. So it's also showing, drawing attention to the fact that this is not a one-time thing. This is not a one-time thing for him. This is a habit. That habit needs to be nipped in the bud. Then we've also gone on to educate the general public. That is, people who may hold same, people who have come out to justify why, oh, we should let it go because it's just jokes. Okay? So people have come out to tell people, these are just jokes, let it go. We've also educate people to let them know that this helps create an environment where rape actually is, because he may genuinely not be a rapist. Maybe just don't. What about the number of hidden perverts and rapists, potential rapists, on his following, who may have gained ideas jokes. In the one post he asked for rape techniques, people actually, under that post, gave him techniques on how to rape or how to get these girls into his bed. So it's not just about him, actually about the potential rapist, underground rapist that he may have helped groom and conditioned and prepared. This is why this is so dangerous. He may genuinely be joking. Give him the benefit of the doubt for that. What about the people, the thousands of people following him who laugh at these jokes and actually carry on to act on these tips that he keeps talking about and then keeps sharing? And they are not in the past. He has a recent joke in 2018. He used an image of a girl without permission. It was about masturbation. This is somebody who is clearly psychotic. And needs to be put to order. How do you, first of all, how do you wake up getting these and get the confidence to come on social media and post it and get away freely?
All right.
So if we are a society that we say we hate rape, we don't condone rape, I mean, people are telling us, gender activists, go to the villages, fight FGM, fight widowhood rights, fight witch hunts. How do we want to be angry about these big problems and not be triggered about the mindset that actually shapes these bigger problems?
All right, Effa, unfortunately, that's all time is going to allow us. Thank you so much for your contributions. That's Effa Plunge, member of the Pepper Dem Ministries. And because of time, we couldn't continue the conversation, but we hope to have this conversation on a different platform. On that note, I'm going to take a quick breather. When we come back, we're looking at our most watched videos of the week. You're still watching JoyNews Interactive with me, Mapita CBD. Now, our most watched videos of the week on our Facebook page with 62,000 views, 519 comments, and 1,260 shares was a story report brought to us by Hashmin Mohammed of lack of furniture hampering academic work at Tolon SHS. Hashmin Mohammed visited that school and brought us that report. Our second most watched video of the week. Yesterday, former President of Ghana and NDC flag bearer hopeful John Mahama celebrated his 60th birthday, and this video of him dancing to Bobo Le Bobo had 218 comments, 288 shares, and 41,000 views with 992 reactions. Let's check it out. You can go to our Facebook page for the rest of that video. Now, today's video of the day is titled "Don't Let Anyone Steal Your Joy." With 31 days left in the year, make that change. Be the best possible version of yourself. Reach new heights. Change old habits that are not working for you. Be disciplined, be brave, and always be kind. Have a blessed weekend and welcome December with a smile. I am Mapita CBD and enjoy our video of the day.